Welcome back to Weather Weekly News. Hit that subscribe button. In the midst of the Operation Summer Madness, Gaijin released a Q&A revolving around the Type 90, explaining why it functions the way it does in game. Unfortunately, a majority of the questions asked resulted in, nope, nothing's wrong with it. So I think going through each individual answer would be quite more or less disappointing. The one thing that was noted incorrect was the hydraulic suspension, which no one ever uses, so there was quite a few questions revolving around the armor of the Type 90, as noted through a magazine that it could withstand its own JM33 round at 250 meters. Gaijin's response to this claim was that they could not take that statement into consideration as they did not know the impact speed of that round, and therefore it is useless information to them. Although they stated that in game it's modeled to withstand its own round from 3,000 meters, although that is also incorrect. Another question about the armor was the layout of where the composite material is. It being commonly thought that the weld lines on the outside of the turret depict where this composite armor is, leading it to wrap around the sides of the turret as well. Though according to Gaijin's information, this is untrue. They do have an in-depth analysis of the inside of the turret and how it lines up, but one of the images they use is an image of a pre-production model of the Type 90, which is much different than the final production model. It seems what Gaijin did with the armor was just match it with the Leo 2A4 armor, as apparently there is evidence to prove that the Japanese were working with German companies to design the Type 90. Question I have that didn't pop up is what's with the reload speed, as in game it is 5 seconds, although it is evident to me that it's about 3.9 seconds in real life. I don't have this on paper anywhere that I can show you a video of it in action. I get the feeling that Gaijin has purposely modeled the Type 90 incorrect, as if they did it correctly, the vehicle would be heavily overperforming every other vehicle having such high speeds, high reload rates, and high penetration. Maybe one day the armor will be reworked, but I could only see that happening when the other countries get tanks of equal power. The other large news story is that the Soviet Navy was implemented into the closed beta test of naval forces. And now there is a premium Project 7U destroyer for purchase on the store, and the same 50% off discount if you purchased one of the boat packs when they were around exists on this destroyer as well until the 14th of August. It's my guess that Gaijin implemented the Russian Navy during Operation Summer because they weren't expecting high sales from this anyways, as just about nobody is hyped for the Russian Navy. Something I noticed is last week all the models of the Russian boats were shown through the CDK. All those have appeared in game except for one, the YA-5, a small boat armed with 2 machine guns and a Katyusha rocket system. It's my guess that this one day will be a premium that you can purchase at lower tiers, though currently the rocket system in game does not work so well. On the same day of the Russian Navy's release, there was a few changes behind the screens, most notably the Project 1124 MLRS had its battle rating reduced to 2.7 from 3.0, and the German Type 1924 destroyer had some economic changes to its. The very next day, there was more changes to various Russian boats and fixes to the tree, as there was some obvious issues. But the most notable change that people are probably grateful for was that the battle rating of the LCS L3 was changed to 2.7, and the flak barges were increased to 2.3. At the very low tiers of boats, things are heavily compressed. It's going to be some time before Gaijin balances that out. It is my suggestion to try to use torpedoes on the larger, slower vessels, although the LCS can still dodge them. And in terms of minor stories, I noticed in the Operation Summer page, when they are explaining how the tank construction works, at the top of it, there was a few extra tabs for the workshop. One titled World War II Chronicles and one titled Test. Though I can't recall if the workshop was in use during the World War II Chronicles, and we can all assume what Test is, I think it's rather evident that future events are going to use the workshop system. Hopefully, however, they don't have you grind out 500 pieces for a tank, as it's quite ludicrous. As a final story, the trophy box in the Warbond shop, this is the last month which it will be the same, and the next month will continue contain the Soviet M3 Tallboy, the CR-32 BIS, the P-26A-34, the Boston Mark I, the HE-11-2B2U2, and the Lag-334. Besides that, there's some minor stories that aren't much worth covering. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, concerns, or questions, leave a comment down below or hit me up on Discord. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I make weekly news videos every weekend, and I make random videos throughout the week, so hit that bell icon to be notified anytime I upload anything. Thanks for watching and have a great day.